Hello everybody, welcome back to the IEM Chicago 2018 Qualifiers. It's our last match of the night now, Ian. We're going down to the lower bracket round one. We've seen a couple of the upper bracket matches play out, and now it's time to see which team is going to be departing us first, because it's going to be Boot up against TNC. Loser of this one will not be making their way to Chicago because they'll be knocked out. Double elim.
Yeah, that's pretty
Those
good.
2 games,
Double elim best of 3. You can't ask for a better shot.
Yeah, not really.
So I never had that. I don't think. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. It was always best of 1s.
Yeah.
Those were the days. What a great format. Anyway, why are we talking about me? Oh,
I don't know.
I made
You just like talking about yourself.
I made it about me.
Anyway, let's have a look at the bracket here and see what we have seen so far today. Still unsure as to who's going to come away from that MVP versus SC Absolute game, but
yeah,
you'd have to probably say MVP should be the favourite team.
Well, I don't know, man. 16-13 or something was the first
It was
map?
very close. It was.
So it's there's a B's in it. There's a small margin in it.
Ah, yes. I know what you mean. Flash Gaming versus MVP, though, that would be a pretty cool game to have a look at tomorrow. But for now, we are looking at Boot Dreamscape versus TNC. Now, 5 Power, they got the free win against Tyloo. Again, a forfeit from Tyloo today, which unfortunately means they're not in contention to go to Chicago.
Yeah.
It does put a bit of a dampener on the qualifiers for me, because I would have liked to have seen Tyloo against the likes of Flash or MVP or even Boot Dreamscape.
Yeah, I mean, true. I mean, we always like seeing a test between these Asian teams, right? Finding out who the #1 team is in this region. But at the same time, like, it's time for a change.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You're over Tyloo?
I'm not over them. We know they're good. They win every time there's a minor on, whatever.
Yep.
I want to see these other teams that don't get the opportunity. I want to see Flash Gaming. I want to see Boot. I want to see just some diversity there.
Well, Boot was at IEM Sydney.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
Flash
that was
Gaming
great.
not.
That was great to have Boot down here for that. But
It was.
what about, MVP? They were here as well, I think.
They were?
So, Flash Gaming, let's give them a chance. Every time they qualify for something, I'm pretty sure they get cucked by visas anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. They're not having a good track record on that one. But it's interesting to talk about the maps here as well, Ian. We did get to see TNC earlier on today up against MVP. They
pretty good at Inferno.
did okay on Inferno. Their own map choice of Cache, though, didn't quite go their way.
Left a lot to be desired.
So, yeah, I'm wondering what we're going to get to see from Boot Dreamscape. Could be Cache as well. They do like that map.
Probably some nukage.
But Nuke is actually the choice, and they've decided to ban Cache there, so Mirage being the final map. Well, TNC have changed their colours. They've decided to go for Inferno after their result against MVP.
Yeah, I mean, you would too. That was a really good result. I couldn't really fault. The thing is, when I watch MVP lose rounds, I go, was that MVP's fault? You don't ever really know. You can't actually tell. And I think TNC, they're obviously the guys in control there to say, like, yeah, we actually had a really good T side. Let's give it a crack against Boot, who really are one of the better teams in the region.
Yeah, absolutely. How far Boot is going to go in this qualifier, though, that's a question for me. I think that they shouldn't really have much of a problem against TNC today.
Yeah.
Look, not a knock on TNC. They did pretty well against MVP, but they are one of the weaker teams in this qualifier.
It's not a knock on them. I mean, yeah, they did really well on one map, but at the same time, we discount the fact that we think MVP were just riding along, coasting along. So they weren't really tested.
No.
They still did their foolish peaks. They still did their foolish pushes. They still did their no respect plays. Boot, I don't feel like they're the same kind of team. They won't do the same thing. They won't afford TNC anything. I think they will want this game over and done with so they can just go on to tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not necessarily getting too late in Asia just yet. Obviously, they're 2 hours behind us. It's like, what, 10 o'clock now, let's say?
Just a lot of unnecessary counter.
But exactly. If you don't have to be playing, why would you? You've got, I know they're all jumping on, like, what, Monster Hunter, that new Monster Hunter game.
Are they really?
Yeah, they've been all jumping on top of that, so I think they're probably pretty keen to get back into that.
Maybe that's why they're in so much trouble. That's why they're in the loser bracket.
Potentially. But TNC, they look like they've got a bit of a monster as their logo, so maybe Boot have been playing the right game in preparation for this one.
Oh, jeez, that's a bad call. I think it looks like an eagle.
Yeah,
with a bit of a tail, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, I feel like Boot should win this one. Rather convincingly, given their form. They've placed well. They've qualified for IEM Sydney. They've qualified for so many things. DreamHack Stockholm, I think they qualified for. I'm not sure entirely. I might be talking out of my behind there, but they're doing well. And it doesn't matter if they've got Winter. It doesn't matter if they've got Bobus.
Well, that's right. It doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. Because They have their core roster, which is supposed to be Winter instead of Bulbasaur. But like at this point, Bulbasaur might as well be the core player for Boot.
I mean, we're talking about a guy who uses a really high sensitivity on the smallest mouse pad you've ever seen, and he still gets it done.
Yeah, so definitely an exciting player to watch.
If I was a betting man, which I'm not anymore, but if I was, I'd say there was something wrong at the start of the round, but now it's fixed.
Yeah, it seems like it's okay.
That's
what I was like. Whoa.
It looked like they were very close to bidding the round, and they're like, "Oh, let's just play
Let's play it. Yeah, let's see what happens." Boot spotted the players out in apartments. Wits has also seen a couple in Banana, but TNC will start to push their way toward the A-bomb site. So, for Boot, always interested to see how Bulbasaur does go. He's a fan favorite by now.
I think so.
But I do like watching Winter as well. I think he's quite an impressive player.
I think so too. I think Winter is arguably a better player, but at the same time, we just rarely get to see him because of visa issues. Papichulo is going to show us some more of what he got in the last game against MVP. I think Wits was a standout for Inferno for them too.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep. Yikes. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just one guy going down early on in the piece isn't too bad, but it's how they recover from this.
Well, it's a good position for TNC to be in right now. If they would have hit that bomb site straight away, 35 seconds on the clock, they run in there, there's just one player, potentially you can trade that, or you don't even need to trade it. You might get rid of that player, and then it's a 4v4 retake for Boot, but TNC just a little too slow for that, so they've allowed the rotation to come across from Boot, pulled it across to the B, and they've ran back over to A, so maybe there's still something in this one for TNC, but they're just not landing their shots. Splashkey and Benkai are relishing in this opportunity to find themselves some free frags, and that's exactly what they're going to be getting. Orcum will just get the bomb down here, which is a little unfortunate for Boot, but in the end, they'll be happy to get the pistol round.
That was important for TNC to get that plant as well. They'll be able to eco this next one and buy up into the third. Now, for me, I know what they were trying to do. They wanted someone to go to B, so there would only be 2 players on A, or 3 on A maximum.
Yeah.
But guys, you've got to do more than just get a kill and never make another noise at B. There's got to be more pressure than that. But anyway, they fell back. And
is that an MP5?
Yeah, very closely, nearly got it done. That is the MP5. That is the MP5, but I don't know if that's what he actually will have.
Come on, Bulbasaur. Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm totally miffed at this. This is, I didn't think it was enabled on the client.
Is this allowed? I guess it must be.
Oh, it must be.
How good is that animation, by the way?
The cocking of the gun?
Slapping that ass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
All right, I'm pretty keen to see how this one goes.
Well, I'm not, because I think I already know how it's going to go.
Tommy is going to be the one leading the charge. Bit of a spray here from Bulbasaur. No kills for him, unfortunately.
Oh,
Don't upgrade that weapon, my son.
Look, I assume it's all fair.
It must be enabled, otherwise there would have been a pause.
Yep.
But I'm surprised that we haven't seen anyone else use it.
They all probably think they're not allowed to.
Yeah.
Bobo doesn't care for the rules. He's just gonna.
I'm sure he doesn't.
He's just like, I felt like it.
He's like, whatever, I'm the sub.
He's that guy that if he would just buy it and then be like, well, I felt like it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, Benkai. Oh, dearie me, that's not gone well at all. I'm not sure if they weren't expecting the rifles there for TNC, which would have been a little bit of a surprise, given that obviously the bomb did go down, so they should have expected it. Just gets caught out with a Molotov in his hand.
This is my first MP5 experience, and it hasn't been a pleasant one so far.
Why?
Well, Bobo's shot probably 3 clips of full MP5 and done nothing. So, and from my testing and playing with it, it seemed very overpowered.
Okay.
It's like an M4.
Well, definitely an interesting one to keep an eye on. How many bullets to the headshot?
2. Yep.
At any range?
Any range.
Well, there you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah. For 1700.
Certainly. Wrapping around the world, here is TNC. So impression.
TNC.
Oh, no. Maybe they just want to go do a bit of learning in the library.
Dynamite.
Impression's starting to cotton onto this one.
TNC.
I know the song. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, mate.
Ready to explode. Who? Pro Skater 4?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. That's
was that in that song?
TNT was in there.
Man, that was... I didn't mind that.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
Oh, well, Papachulo. Time to show us what you got. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Just let Bulbasaur get the kill, guys. We want to see it. Oh, he's got an AK now. Well, that's disappointing.
It's in the bin now, the MP5. I think it's weird that can the T's buy one? That's a bit weird to me, if they can.
I don't think so, just based on the...
MP7? Yeah, you're right, because the
Yeah.
MP7 for the T's would be the MP7.
Right.
Surely. I'd have to ask. Yeah, the T's can buy it. That's silly.
That doesn't make sense just because of the
T's having a
nature
silenced
of the weapon, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
always a CT thing.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not a T expert. Like, I'm not walking around. Well, I am. Okay, Kalishnikov. But, like, I'm just saying, it's a silenced weapon for the T's. It doesn't make sense. But anyway.
Anyway, on another note,
On
MVP
another
have
note.
2-0'd their match against
Yep.
SC Absolute. So
Was the second one as close as the first?
I would imagine it was not, given how
Quick it
quickly it
was.
was over.
Yeah, true story. So what are they doing now?
They're done.
Oh, they're going
tonight.
home?
They'll be down in the lower bracket, or SC will.
No,
And
I mean the other cast.
they're done. Yeah, they're going home.
Oh, damn, son.
It's like TNC in that round. 16-6 was the scoreline in that match.
Well, look, I'm not too sure about this boot DS Letau. Letou?
I don't know.
Letou. Anyway, I'm not so sure about this name, Jordan. I was never a big fan of the double name when they merged, Boot and Dreamscape.
Yeah.
Boot DS. And now it's like Boot DS with the sponsor on the end. Can we just get a simple...
Isn't Dreamscape a sponsor?
Yeah. Can we just get a simple bloody name?
Why just call them Boot?
It's not about what I want to call them. It's what I want to read.
Oh, here's a bit of MVP in Boot. As Tommy goes charging down the banana. Papichulo perhaps a little lucky to survive against that grenade.
Or the
Impression,
lineup.
however, will dispatch of him.
Bada bing, bada boom.
That's a player advantage for Boot.
Baby boy showing his impersonation of Zine. Holding off rotators. Ooh, bit of noise there. Okay, all right. I see what you're thinking now, TNC. Same as before. But we need more noise at B. But 2 at B is good. Let's get 3 towards A now and hit it as quickly as possible. Work together. Got some utility. Let's make sure we molly big pit. Smoke off mini pit. Flash over. And then I think you're good. If you make one bit of noise, in the next 10 seconds, you're going to have 3 guys at A. Here we go.
Well, Bulbasaur, the silence them for in the pit, needs to win the duel. Witz has got the bomb. The bomb's dropped in pit. This is bad news indeed for TNC. The timer ticking away. But the frag quite quickly onto Bulbasaur does stabilize things.
I'm really not sure about the bomb guy jumping into the pit.
No, that was a little bit surprising for me. But look at the rotation it's allowed for Boot Dreamscape now. They're going to get into this retake before it even starts.
The big yikes.
Benkai hiding in that smoke, waiting for Impression to just scout out the pit.
Well, the crossfire in A is a strong one. If they do it right.
Not if Impression can walk out of apartments and do that.
No, that's not good.
That's going to be 5-0 for Boot. Great start.
What an easy round that actually could have been for TNC.
Yeah.
But alas, some nice shooting from Impression.
Remember, it was the T side that TNC got a lot of their rounds on.
Yeah, yeah.
Against MVP as well.
Yep. Well, we're not really behind schedule, are we? So.
No, not really. We're actually ahead of schedule right now.
Yeah. Well, no MP5s. I mean, that's good. Splashkey, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. Man, I haven't casted a boot game in forever.
Really?
Yeah. But he always delivers.
Yeah.
I
I
remem-
remember the old days.
I remember when he first joined and everyone was like, who's this guy? I don't care.
Splashkey and Benkai, that's what everyone was talking about.
Yep. Oh, I was talking about Benkai, Mini Bentet.
Benkai, well, Benkai was Bentet before Bentet.
Yeah, but now he's like not. I don't know what's happened, but he's like absolved his skill into teamwork. But Papichulo now stuck in banana. The molly will come out to help him get out safely. Bulbasaur playing very aggressive up dig. The very old M4 skin. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Not a huge fan of that one, I'll be honest.
I mean, at least it's semi-realistic.
Is that what you base your skins on?
Well, just it's either a full Banksy skin or it's semi-realistic. I used to like the Desert Strike M4, and and I had a very camo sniper souvenir.
Happy for you, Ian.
Yep. Yep.
Not so happy for TNC right now, although...
I used to have one of these fire serpents.
Yeah?
I traded it to Azza for X-ray. Anyone who does trading will know that I'm a complete fool, and Azza scammed me. But Bulbasaur, again, just solid like a rock. Gets pushed, doesn't get phased.
I've got an interesting fact for you about Bulbasaur, but we'll talk about that.
Is it Pokemon related?
No, we'll talk about that at the end of the round.
I was going to say, I don't want to hear it if it is.
15 seconds here for TNC to make their way into the site. They get impression, but they haven't planted the bomb yet, and Benkai could just shut this one down going through the smoke. Witz is ready for it, however. Could have been a little too greedy, perhaps, from Benkai. If it was a 4v3, you might back boot here, but now in the 3v3, it's anybody's game, and Witz has opened up onto Splashky, which makes the job even more difficult for Boot Dreamscape. There's a pop flash across, but no follow-up just yet from Boot. Still quite a bit of time to work with, and Tommy is going to be the key player for the CT retake here. He's got the HP. Looks like that timer is ticking away just a little bit too much, and the objective now for Boot is to ensure that as many guns go down in this round as possible. Looks like it's going to be all of them. As Witz will not get out of this bomb in time, I don't think. Or he might just.
And he gets an AWP. Oh,
no, he doesn't.
For his trouble.
Anyway, Bulbasaur, do you know what his name means? Because you would think, oh, it's Bulbasaur, right?
No.
But it's not.
I remember this one. Someone told me about it once.
Supposedly, Bobo in Singapore is another name for idiot. Or like a word for idiot.
Ah.
So it's idiot saw. Or like, yeah. Kind of get the idea.
I feel like explaining Bulbasaur makes you a Bobo.
No.
Because you can't explain what an idiot saw is. But that's a good...
It's just slang, dude.
That's really good anti-mid control there. That grenade did 50 damage to 3 people. Witz is going to get the bomb down. Yeah, you know what? I can handle that. But guess what?
Gun round, though.
We've just destroyed your economy with this round. Unless Witz pulls off an insane 1 versus 3.
Can he do it?
Doing everything right so far.
Walking through the smoke into Splashky. Not quite, Witz. Oh, impressions there for the trade.
Yep.
What
a name, Impression. You know, what a name.
Yep.
There's a furniture store in Perth called Impression, but it shut down.
That's unfortunate.
Used to have a commercial, and the most annoying thing was it was one of those commercials where you just never forget the singing slogan thing.
That's the point of it, right?
Yeah, right? Well, it didn't work because they went out of business, but it'd be like impressions at the end of every ad.
Uh-huh.
And so that's just like, I read his name and I hear impressions. It's like triggered in the back of my mind.
Trigger word.
So like, you know how like Red Dot Price Choppers, you didn't understand that one?
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's a West Australian thing.
Rightio. Well, I'm sure the other one Western Australian that's viewing this game.
What are you trying to say?
Very interested in your thoughts on furniture stores.
What do you mean one West Australian? What other West Australian are you going to say? Is
I don't know. Like maybe Panic's watching. Or
like,
Ferg.
I doubt that highly.
Probably Ferg more likely than Panic.
No, Ferg would not be watching this.
Why not?
Because. Why?
I don't know why not. Sometimes you just want to sit down and watch a bit of CS.
No.
You don't do that?
Bobo had an MP5 again, by the way.
Did he get any kills?
I don't think so.
No. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, this is going quite quickly, quite well for Boot. TNC, not so much. They got one decent round heading towards B. They lost all of their players, bar Witz, and then they were reset on a sloppy mid control or a sloppy mid T execute. Benkai going to punish someone walking up middle.
Almost.
Ah, he came off better.
Yeah. Worth it?
Yep. Interesting to note, I wonder if Boot were able to watch the TNC game.
No, they would have been playing... Well, unless they watched the VOD.
Yeah, like real quick.
1.5 times speed. Great work from Tommy. Good pop flash.
Deja vu.
Yeah, you were talking about that. Well, this time he nets 2 instead of just 1.
Yep.
And he actually gives up the control of the palace. TNC decide that they don't want to go to the A-bomb, so that was just the wise decision in this case. Splashky will need to turn around.
I don't know what's going on here, Splashky. You really should be aware. There we go. There we go. One more check for good measure. Bomb will go down. Splashky will maybe try to deny the plant since, I mean, it looks like it's going to be given to him. Oh, but he's He's been caught out by the randomness of TNC switching position.
Yeah, just running all over the site.
Just like ants. Do you ever watch ants?
Yeah, I saw that movie.
They just, no, like real life ants. They just they march around one by one.
No, they make lines.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Anyway.
Benkai leading the charge here. Bulbasaur and Tommy on full HP. This is definitely winnable.
Yep.
For Dreamscape, particularly given that opening frag. Tommy's in a great spot here. Is he going to whiff it? No, not quite.
That was a nice crossfire, but
Get
it
on that
just
bomb.
wasn't enough.
Just in time.
Yeah, but do you ever not just see an ant just all on its own?
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing, mate?
I don't ever think that. No.
Are you lost?
Are you lost, Cobber?
Are you lost, mate? Are you having a laugh? What are you doing out here? There's not an anthill for miles. Hey? Gov?
What, like when Hugo and Scrawny cast?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hugo...
No, they don't have that accent.
Nah, they're not like that. I think that's Cockney. I'm not sure.
Oy.
At least they're not Welsh, because I can understand them. But, as I say that, TNC can't understand where they've gone wrong. This worked so well against MVP.
Thinking face.
Yeah. Sad reacts only. I think Boot is a different kettle of fish to MVP in terms of they are full throttle all the time.
I reckon that's the way to be.
I do agree. I do agree.
Why do you want to be hanging around any longer than you have to be?
I just don't know why they do it, honestly, Jordan. Unless I just give them too much respect, which is what I kind of feel sometimes.
Maybe we do, but then like they have those games where they look like unstoppable gods. So
it's been a while, man. I tell you now, it's been a while since I've seen one of those games.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, 9-1. This game is progressing very nicely for Boot Dreamscape.
Yeah, I mean, look, they what have they done wrong? They lost a B execute. Whoop-de-doo, that was it. They've retaken B.
That round was even winnable as well, but they kind of got a little bit too keen to deny the bomb plan.
Yeah.
Pushing through the smoke. If they would have just played that 4v3 or even 5v3 on the retake, still winnable. Which is going to take a bit of damage.
Yep.
It's nice for Boot. Puts him down to a one-shot.
Imagine if Boot copied MVP's banana control there. 3 dead from grenades.
Yeah. They haven't really... They did in one round. The first gun round, I think it was, that Boot did a bit of an aggressive play into banana.
Yeah.
But
Molly close, force him back. Molly far, force him in. Double nade, see you later. On your bike. That's how you do it. Yep. It's the classic NIP banana squeeze from 2014. There's no pillars to protect y'all now. That was such a toxic banana.
Oh, yeah?
You remember that banana?
Yeah, I do.
God, it was woeful. Anyway, Splashy's going to hold down middle on his own. As soon as he spots anything out, he'll fall.
Or not.
Oh,
Well, he did fall.
The attempt was there. He didn't make a shot, though, did he? It was Papachulo he
did fire.
The guy on balcony's in trouble.
Or is he? Tommy does have a bit of a smoke to work with there and drops into the pit. Bulbasaur backing him up as well. This has gone pretty well for Boot Dreamscape. 2v2, but Benkai coming on the rotation just smashes two. Great work from Benkai. 11-5. 10-1 for Boot.
Just undoes all of Wantz's good work. Witz's good work. I said Wantz because in my mind I was about to say, reminds me of Wantz. Do you remember a player called Wantz?
Do not remember.
All right, so he was a Danish CSGO player, Source player.
He played before my time.
Yeah. Super before your time. And he was like...
I was playing with Legos.
He would single-handedly just run in, get kills with the AK, pick up your AWP, get a couple more kills.
Oh, big damage off the utilities from Boot.
Very good player, but never came across the CSGO, I don't believe.
And that's better from Splashy.
Through the wall as well.
That's what you want. That's just a little bit of extra damage that the grenade did. Allows him to get that kill. Look at the crossfire set up here for Tommy and Bulbasaur. Really, it's all Tommy at the moment, but Bulbasaur does finally get a kill in that. Still no kill from the MP5, unfortunately.
Tommy's an absolute gun,
Bulbasaur's going to watch this back, and he's going to be like, I'm sorry, Elfish guy.
Is he, though? I feel like he won't.
Does he have Twitter? I don't know if he does.
No, he doesn't. Oh, no, he does. He does.
If you have Twitter, I want a direct apology for not getting a kill.
He's got a... I don't think he's got a usual, you know, like Twitter handle.
Yeah, he just has a Twitter that does.
It's just like @CF something, and it's like where does that even come from? You know, it's like he made an anonymous Twitter account and then called himself Bulbasaur. Well, Wintrust, the one man that's doing all the work for TNC, will go down early on in the piece. But it's just an eco forced by TNC trying to salvage some pride here. And, well, time is running out for that.
Definitely not happening against Boot, who are looking on point and like they want to close this one out. They want to get us home before midnight, Ian.
That would be, look, I don't turn into something at midnight, contrary to popular belief. So I'm okay to stay awake and stay out past midnight.
Oh, big boy.
Yep. No one's telling me to go to bed. MC, however, is who I'm worried for. Such a young guy, needs his sleep. I don't want him to be up too late, out in this dangerous land.
Look at this crossfire. Everywhere that TNC pushes, there's 2 Boot Dream State players that peak in unison, or one after another, and tear apart TNC. 12-1 the first half. This is an utter demolition.
Well, utter demolition.
21-5 for Tommy.
Yeah, he's an absolute gun.
Tommy Gun.
Tommy the Gun.
My favorite.
He's a good turret to me. I think he's just like an anchor player. You throw him in a corner and he'll fight his way out. How do you do? Kenzie will go down early on. Wits misses a shot. Interestingly, lets that one go by, but Impression, despite having the drop on him by Baby Boy, doesn't pull it off. Papachulo's doing a reasonable amount of lifting here, but these 2 guys in Banana have got a lot of work to do, and I don't know what Borkham is achieving on the other side of the map. That's my question. That's just not good enough here. Tommy can hear Borkham now. Bit of ring around the rosy. And easy as you like. 13-1. Yep, so 1 more round left in the half. TNC Pro, well, you'd be disappointed with this one so far. Look at Wits' score. Just individually just getting it done. I've been impressed with Wits so far, I've got to say. Despite being on the losing team, he's been putting in a lot of effort.
Yeah, but sometimes it is not enough. So, Buddha just starting to play a bit aggressively now, pugging it out. Look at this. They just do not care. They know that they've got enough in the half. It's time to farm up some frags. They are just too good.
It's the MVP, you know, respect strategy. Straight out of the MVP playbook.
Auto sniper for Impression, of course.
Yeah. The Dak. Not sure about this skin, though. What is that? It's just black.
Is that not...
Carbon fiber?
I thought it was the default.
Carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber?
Fiben Carber.
Faber-Castell.
Oh, yeah, those are the days. What is that reflection? Is that even Inferno?
So it doesn't actually always...
I thought it looked like Nuke, but it is Inferno.
Mirage.
That is Inferno. No, look, it's updating. That's impressive.
No, it's not.
I wasn't aware of that.
It's definitely not impressive.
It is, if you know anything about anything.
If you've ever played a game like Borderlands where it actually does.
Oh, here we go. If you've ever played something on another
Look at this,
engine.
it's showing... What if it swaps so late?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but what do you expect? Like,
what is this?
It's I've never seen that before.
Have you not?
No.
You obviously don't use a sniper very often.
Well, I don't play on full graphics.
Well, that's true.
Baby Boy, in all of our confusion, has planted the bomb on the A site. Impression is in a very nice spot, but he's going to wait for Benkai.
That's smart.
Oh! Hello.
Well, there you go. G'day, mate.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, I guess?
Well, probably not that. Well, Impression, I can just imagine these guys having a good old laugh on their voice comms. They'll be very happy with that first half.
That was a very good first half.
Yep. Flawless almost.
It's been a long time since I cast a 14-1 first half.
Yeah, well, you don't get those in Australia.
No. This could be a very quick map indeed.
Yep. Well, I'm sure TNC will be hoping for that. Jump straight onto the second map.
The thing is, though, this is their map.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whose map it is. If you don't turn up, forget it. Next map, start again.
Next map's Nuke.
Yeah, I know.
Don't see it going much better.
Nah, they start on the CT side for sure, definitely. There's no way they don't start CT side. So that's good for them.
Yeah, but the same can happen on Nuke. Sometimes, if you just don't get it working, go all over the place. We'll have to see. Maybe there's still something yet left in Inferno for us. We're going to be up to TNC to show us now. But they don't have much time left in this qualifier by the looks of things. Being the team through from the open qualifier, we didn't expect a lot from them.
No, we didn't.
But I think they've done reasonably well versus our expectations. Even just that map against MVP getting so close.
Look, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, I understand, but
it actually upsets me now looking back on it. What was that map? What was that map we had to witness from MVP? Like, can MVP start getting fined for making us watch that? You know, everyone wants money for free, so like, why not? If you're gonna do it, MVP, I want to check. If you're gonna make me sit through this,
well, I'm just saying you do get paid by the hour. So
yeah, but I want direct.
You kind of do get paid for it.
I want funds directly out of MVP's wallet. Like I want them to pay for what they have made me endure.
I feel like this halftime break is taking longer than the first half.
Oh, Jordan, that is toxic.
A little bit.
See my clock in there?
Nope.
What is going on? I mean, look, I'm appreciating the scenery. At the same time, oh, that's a bit like a, not like a Philippines flag, but like it's got all the elements. Anyway, so here we go. Here we go. Imagine having to psych this one up. TNC Pro.
Let's go.
What was that comp I saw where the guy did that?
Well, that's one way to start it. Oh, that's another way. Splashkey will trade him out, but they need to get Kenzie here for free, which they will. Wits does manage to bring it back, though, to a 2 versus 3. So still player advantage for TNC, but Boot, they don't seem to want to slow down toward this B-bomb site. Would not have been surprised to see Tommy just charging through the smoke there. They needed to clear the site before planting the bomb. Still a 2v1, and Tommy has been hitting his shots so far today.
Yep.
He's going to start to make his way toward the
A site.
Down on 4 HP.
Oh, A for effort.
That's unfortunate for Boot.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate for you. You're just like, I want the next map.
I do.
But TNC Pro just gave themselves a wee lifeline. Let's see if they can use it. Let's see if Boot DS even bother to buy. They didn't get the bomb down, so typically you would. But they do have a lot of rounds to work with.
2 to 14. A lot of rounds to work with indeed, Ian.
Well, no MP5s. That's a sad face. But the MP9 is up to the task. One of the better guns in the game. Up there with the Negev.
Uh-huh.
Undiscovered talent. That's what it is.
I'm sure.
Splashkey. Look at all the scores on Boot as well. I mean, they're probably just got the best statistics. Look at that kill death ratios through the roof. 2 to 1.
Bobasaur hasn't been using the MP5 enough.
Yeah, he's look, he's got a 44 ping, right? But what can you do? I don't feel like he's been hunting much. Not like Impressions and Tommy and Splashkey just letting them come into their sights.
Oh, Borkham, that was a risky second peek if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Impression's going to get a kill, however, onto Kenzie.
Of course, the bomb goes down.
The wrong way.
Yeah.
Goes the wrong way. Wits and what? Benkai? How did he get 2 kills there? Explain.
Yeah.
CZ. Oh, and Splashkey. He just hits another one.
Oh, classic Benkai.
It's all happening right now.
Little bit torched. 2 versus 1 here. Baby boy in the library. Impressions got that weapon from Kenzie over towards the B-bomb site. And instead of pincering through city spawn, they're going to go together.
Was there an AK anywhere?
I don't believe so. Maybe.
In which case, that makes this actually more difficult for
Deep jungle.
Boot. Should be pretty straightforward for Baby Boy. Missing some shots. Goes very low. An Impression gets some critical map control, but he doesn't have time. Needs to rush in here and hope that Baby Boy misses the shots. If he had another 10 seconds to work with, he could have got to the B-bomb side and planted the bomb. But not a bad round from Boot.
Yeah,
a lot of economic damage.
True. What, 18 seconds you reckon from there?
No, I wouldn't need that much. Oh, maybe to plant as well, yeah, I guess.
What do you think, MC?
Tell us.
Dun, 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 dun.
9 seconds.
No, he would have made it.
You would need about 15 seconds
he would have made
to make it comfortably.
He would have made
and plant.
He would have made
How much did he have? 18 seconds?
He had 18 seconds. And he would have been able to plant easily. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Thanks for AMC. You're a boss.
More you know.
My man.
Mars Command. MC.
Yes. Yep. The Martian captain.
Yep.
Did he know about that story? Did he hear us?
He would have been listening, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're on to you, mate. So
Yeah, you better watch it.
don't even try it. Benkai, end of halls. 2 players there. Not really going to get flashed in with the smoke there.
Bulbasaur with flash does still get a kill, but this is not working out as nicely for Boot as the previous eco round did go.
What, guys? Boot! What are you doing? They just force sport when they've got like 12 rounds to work with, guys. This is how you screw up.
This is that meme again.
I've been here. I've lost this game.
Mrs. Turner is probably tuning in and knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's Ian's mum, not Ian's wife, by the way.
Well, everyone knows that, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, get the meme out. It's
Uh,
happening.
don't do this to me, Anthony. You'll be off friends, Facebook instantly. There's no coming back on this.
Unfriended.
Yeah.
Borkum around the back. Shuts him down. All right, good eco Boot. Proud of you. Gun round time. Let's see what they've got. Tommy's like, come on, guys. I had like a 4-to-1 KD. Now it's 2.6 to 1.
Exactly.
This is rubbish.
This could have been prevented. All right, now, TNC, what have they got? They got nothing, man. They got full utility, but MP9 enough from us. Just the one AK-47. Let's see if they go aggressive here. It could catch Boot off guard. Double nade down mid. Does 11 damage, so $600, 11 damage. Carry the one. That's not enough.
Good math. Wits has still got an SMG. And a FAMAS is there for Borkum as well. So not an ideal buy on TNC right now.
Okay. Well, they have map control, kind of. They're only just clearing out carpets now. Big pit, sight, crossfire, mini pit. Okay. No smoke in big pit. So no one's going to be able to stop a molly coming into the pit. Food for thought. Wits over at B has a smoke. Probably going to throw that any second now, just to delay. But there's nothing coming toward B. The boost will come up from the boys over at B. I think that smoke grenade might have, and hearing them run off to boost, might have caused Impression to call the rotate.
Yep.
I would like to see something from Tommy right now to start the fight at B. Anything from Tommy right now. 20 seconds left. Now, Tommy's just going to be a full lurk then.
Well, taking the peek to library. Impression gets the opening frag on B. Well, that's perfect. And now Tommy can just deny the rotation. Get a 1-for-1. That's more than enough.
Yep.
Bombs down for Boot. 4v2. You can't retake that. Not at all. Not with the money that TNC have got.
No, I don't think you can.
So it'll be match point, or map point
Map
for
point.
Boot after this. Looking like only one more map after this, though. The way the Boot have been going.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Full of surprises, though.
Well, that's the thing about picking Nuke. You're going to start on the T side, and that means you're going to have something in the bag, right? You're going to have some sort of strategy.
That's my theory, is that
That's
like
like
if you
foolproof.
pick Nuke, you just know that you're going to smash that T side. Otherwise, you don't pick Nuke.
Yeah.
So
What if you just know you're going to smash that CT side? Yeah, that's the age-old question with any map that has an inherent bias. Tommy's up to 27-11. It's just been a great day at the office for him.
Yeah.
Well, this match.
This match.
They did lose to SC Absolute 2-1.
Very close, though.
Which would have been an absolute stinker. That would be upsetting for anyone.
For sure.
Losing that close, one round between every map. Wits with a nice peek onto Benkai.
But it's the go signal by the looks of things for Boot as they start to make their way around jungle side. Tommy, what an entry. Borkum goes down, another one onto Wits. He's just not missing anything tonight. Inevitably, he will get traded, but the A site is open for Boot Dreamscape. And they have the bomb down, 16 potentially up on the board here and now. Splashkey watching for Kenzie on the rotation, and now just one more player to deal with for Boot Dreamscape. Baby Boy, the last alive.
That'll be all she wrote for TNC Pro.
It's not going to be Splashkey to close it out. Still 2v1, still winnable for Baby Boy.
Could be Bobo's chance to get a frag.
Doesn't have the MP5, no chance at all. But the smoke down does give away the position. Bobasaur can't land the shots. Inevitably, the kill actually goes the way of Impression, funnily enough. But Boot Dreamscape will close out map 1 on Inferno. That's the choice of TNC Pro Team, and they did not really stand up to the challenge that Boot Dreamscape gave to them.
No, I didn't think so. It was nothing like what we saw against MVP. Boot Dreamscape really just, well, put their foot down, didn't they? So just took it straight to TNC, no mucking around. It's not even getting late, but it's Sunday night. They probably want to go do something.
Yeah, I'm quite sure that Boot Dreamscape be talking about
the next map.
What's for dinner tonight, boys? Well,
they'll be pretty confident with this next one. Starting T-side first on Nuke Shore, you know, there's a bit of worry there. But I'm looking pretty confident. TNC didn't even turn up in that match.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a 2-0 in, and I think most people would probably agree Boot Dreamscape coming into this one as the favoured team, but we are going to find out. First, though, we're going to head to a break, but we'll be back with our second map in just a sec.